Good evening and namaste. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Akool Saral Jyotish Astrology Simplified. I am Akool, astrological author, analyst, and researcher. Today, I have come up with a very interesting and useful topic. It is full of knowledge because I shall be discussing the role of the each houses of Dashamsha for your career success. Most astrologer, most people doesn't know how to interpret Dashamsha for career success. So it is imperative to know each of the houses of the Dashamsha and how to interpret Dashamsha for career success. Dashamsha shows two aspects of life prominently. One is your overall karma, which is from the Lagna of the Dashamsha, and your profession, that is from the 10th house of the Dashamsha, means D10. Most astrologer doesn't know. They search in the darkness, resulting in wrong prediction about most important part in the life of a human being, that is career. Most astrologer doesn't know. They search in the darkness. So the session is going to be extremely enlightened. So please remain tuned to the video until the end. Otherwise, you will not also learn how to interpret Dashamsha horoscope. I have covered all the 12 houses of the Dashamsha briefly. And later on, I will explain every houses of the Dashamsha relating them to career, house by house. Now I have brought a video. Today I have come up with a video that will show the summary significations of each houses of Dashamsha and how to interpret Dashamsha. Let us begin. The 10th house of Dashamsha, D10, is the main pivot surrounding which your professional career revolves. In the case of professional career, the Dashamsha D10 needs to be examined and analyzed by making the 10th house of the D10 as the Lagna or the first house. If you make Lagna as the Lagna of the Dashamsha, if you start interpreting Dashamsha from the Lagna, you will not be reaching anywhere about your profession. Take it granted from me. You have to make the 10th house of the Dashamsha as Lagna. And then you have to recast the Dashamsha. So 10th house is most pivotal for Dashamsha, in Dashamsha. So I will show the secret parameters for examining Dashamsha for success in the professional career, house by house, in simple steps, and shall also demonstrate the same on the real horoscopes. So it would be a bit lengthy. Without you devote time, you will not learn anything, my dear brothers. Without you devote time, nothing you are going to learn. How much time you have devoted, how many years you devoted to become a professional. doctor, engineer, whatever you may be. How many years from childhood to 20-25 years you devoted, and you want to learn astrology within a second or 5 minutes? How it is possible? It is a vast subject. I also cannot learn astrology in this way. If you want to learn something, you have to devote time. So please remember, it is not going to be so lengthy, reasonably lengthy, because I have to explain 12 houses with reference to the 10th house of the Dashamsha. I will show the secret parameters for examining Dashamsha for success in the professional career, house by house, in simple steps, and shall also demonstrate the same on the real horoscope. So please remain tuned to the video until the end to understand the secret of examining success in the professional career through Dashamsha D10. First, the most important house is the 10th house. The 10th house of D10 is of paramount importance and needs to be strong under the benefic influence or Raj Yuga or Dhan Yuga occurring in the 10th house. Saturn is not considered malefic for the professional career, since it is the 10th lord of the Kalpurush Kundli, natural zodiac. Saturn is the Karaka. How he can be malefic for the Dashamsha? He is not a malefic. In certain circumstances, he may turn malefic in the Dashamsha. Otherwise, he is the Karaka planet. The Saturn need not to be afflicted in the Dashamsha. If Saturn is afflicted in the Dashamsha, you will suffer in your professional career. Take it granted from me. You will not have much headway in the profession. The 11th house of D10 is the second house from the 10th house. From the 10th house, 11th house is the second house. 10, 11, 10, 11, second house. 10, 11, second house. The 11th house of D10 is the second house from the 10th house and needs to be strong for garnering immense wealth from the professional career. Where from you earn? You are from your professional career. If your income is legal, I am not speaking about illegal income. When the income is legal, you earn through your profession. Isn't it? From your professional career. The 12th house of D10 is the third house from the 10th house and shows transfer and tour in connection with professional career. People come to me and say, I have been transferred. When I would be transferred back to my choice place of posting? Somebody may approach you. You may be in a problematic situation. If you are transferred to some awkward place which you don't like, so you must know the 12th house. 12th house is the third house from the 10th house of professional career, and it shows transfer and tour with your professional career. means movement. Third house is always the house of movement from the 10th house. The Lagna, I have some throat problem. The Lagna of your D10 is the 4th house from the 10th house and shows the happiness you derive from your profession. The happiness you derive from your profession. If you are unhappy with your professional career, with your professional path, if you are unhappy with your professional path, you will not enjoy the profession. And that is seen from the first Lagna of the Dashamsha, which is 4th house from the 10th house. The second house of your D10 is the 5th house from the 10th house and represents the experience, wisdom, and knowledge you derive from and use in your profession. Means 5th house is the house of knowledge, and whatever knowledge you have derived from your profession through experience, isn't it? Through experience, and the intelligence you put in your while discharging your duties in your professional career. Intelligence you devote, you deploy in connection with professional career. If the 5th house, if the 2nd house is of your Dashamsha is afflicted, you would have a bad type of intelligence, and you will be applying it in your profession, and you will be in trouble. So 2nd house need not to be afflicted, because from 2nd house it is seen the intelligence you derive from your profession and you deploy in your profession. The 3rd house of your D10 is the 6th house from the 10th house and denotes struggle in your professional career. Struggle, because it is the 6th house from the 10th house. Which house? The 3rd house. Planet in the 3rd house of Dashamsha doesn't give good result. You take it almost for granted. A planet in the 3rd house in the Dashamsha will not give you good result in matter of profession. In the matter of profession. The 4th house of your D10 is the 7th house from the 10th house and shows your public image and partners in your career. What is your image? You are holding a post, dealing with the people. What people feel about you, what your subordinates feel about you, what your seniors feel about you. What is their feeling? That is seen from the 4th house of your Dashamsha. Since it is the 7th house, your image. No, he is a very nice officer. People will say, if your 4th house is good in the Dashamsha, since it is the 7th house from the 10th house, and your partners also, your colleagues, your business partner, because profession includes both business as well as job. You cannot segregate. It is both your business and job. So it is the house of partners also in your profession. People will directly see the 7th house of the profession for partners. Where from 7th house will serve the purpose? The 4th house will serve the purpose. Because 4th house is the 10th house, 4th house is the 7th house from the 10th house of profession. Dashamsha chart is not for profession, enter Dashamsha chart. The Dashamsha chart is also meant for your overall karma. 10th house is meant for profession. So, the 5th house of your D10 is the 8th house from the 10th house and shows professional distress. You will think my 5th house of the Dashamsha, 5th lord and that planet posited in the 5th house will give me very good result in my profession. You will be misguided. You will be misguided because 5th house is the 8th house from the 10th house. The 5th house of your Dashamsha is the 8th house from your 10th house and shows professional distress. How you can expect good result from the 5th house? You will think that it is a Trikona house, and Trikona house will give you the best possible bad result, the best possible bad results. You will be shunted out from your profession if you are during the Dasha Antardasha of your fifth lord of Dashamsha. You may be shunted out if your professional house is if your Dashamsha is not strong, if your 10th house is not strong, you may be shunted out from your career. You will be losing your job. You will be expelled from the job. You will be expelled from the job. Not voluntarily. You will be expelled. You will be forcibly shown the exit door. It is the exit door. You go out from the profession. Your boss will show the exit door. You are fired. Like this. The fifth house of your D10 is the 8th house from the 10th house and shows professional distress. The ninth house of your D10 is the ninth house from the sixth house. The sixth house of your D10 is the ninth house from the 10th house and shows your luck in profession. You will think it is sixth house here. My sixth house Dasha of the Dashamsha Dasha has come into operation. I will be in problem. You will not be in problem if your sixth house is not afflicted. It is the luck of your profession. You are not going to lose. It is the luck. The sixth house of your D10 is the ninth house from the 10th house and shows your luck in profession. Malefic here is not welcome. The only condition that malefic should not be in the sixth house, which is the ninth house of luck from the 10th house of your profession. From Lagna it will be sixth house. Dashamsha Lagna it will be sixth house. And from your 10th house it will be the ninth house. So malefic in the sixth house has never been praised in astrology. In the perspective of professional career, it will block your professional career. If there is benefic there in the sixth house of your Dashamsha or even in your birth chart, it will help you in professional, you will be with professional progress, in professional advancement. The seventh house of your D10 is the 10th house from the 10th house and shows the future and recognition of your profession and is very important house. The seventh house of your Dashamsha is the 10th house from the 10th house and shows Bhavat Bhavam house. It is the Bhavat Bhavam house of the 10th house and shows the future and recognition of your profession and is very important house. Your rewards, your awards, clapping that he is a very efficient officer. Clapping you will get if from the 7th house of your Dashamsha. Since it is 10th house from the 10th house, you will be clapped. Oh my God, such an efficient officer. He deserves recognition. You will get increment, special increment. You will get out of turn promotion. And that future is seen from the 7th house of your Dashamsha, which is the 10th house from the 10th house. The 8th house of your D10, the 8th house of your D10, the 8th house of your D10 is the 11th house from the 10th house and shows gain and expansion in your profession. The 8th house of your D10 is the 11th house. It is not a bad house. The 8th house of your D10 is not a bad house. 5th house is bad, not 8th house. The 8th house of your D10 is the 11th house from the 10th house and shows gain and expansion in your profession. The 9th house of your D10 is the 12th house from the 10th house and shows change and retirement from the profession. The ninth house, which you pray is, oh my God, my ninth house dasha of the Dashamsha is running. I will get a extension in my professional career. Don't expect so. You will get retirement. You will not be expelled, but you will be retiring. You will make to retired. The ninth house of your D10 is the 12th house from the 10th house and shows change and retirement from the profession. Either your profession will be changed, the place of your duty will be changed, you will be transferred out, but routine transfer, not punishment type of transfer. Routine transfer. Fifth house is dangerous. Ninth house is not that dangerous. Your long distance transfer, good long distance transfer, what is bad? Routine transfer you will get. You will not be given a punishment transfer. Routine transfer or retirement. Or retirement. Don't expect extension in service during the Mahadasha Antardasha of ninth lord of your Dashamsha. So, I have explained all the 12th house from the perspective of 10th house, which is the pivot of your professional career in the Dashamsha. Now, let us now understand the concept discussed above with the help of a Dashamsha horoscope. Briefly discuss it. Then you will understand the subject better. Sorry, I have brought a horoscope. Let us discuss briefly. Horoscope I am bringing. Please remain attached to the video. It is the horoscope. I have brought the horoscope of a defense officer, senior defense officer, because transpire everything is the regular feature in the defense force. They have to sacrifice many things to safeguard our country. Their service condition is as such. Dashamsha horoscope of a defense officer who afterward became an astrologer, teacher and author. After taking voluntary retirement, he became an astrologer. And he is a very known person. I am not disclosing his name. He authored several books on astrology. Those books are jewel, actually, gems. Those books authored by him are actually gems. And he is an authority in Hindu astrology. He is an astrological teacher. He taught in some very reputed institute of astrology some years back, not now, because he is quite aged. I have high regards for him. It is the Dashamsha horoscope of that gentleman who is an IITian also. Don't forget, he is not a layman, he is an IITian. So, Dashamsha Lagna is Libra. Dashamsha Lagna is Libra. Please look at my cursor with exalted Saturn therein. It is good. Saturn is always good for Dashamsha, for your profession, for your jivika. Saturn is always good. But we will not going to explain this. We are not going to interpret this horoscope from the Dashamsha Lagna. It is for overall karma. We will be explaining his horoscope. We will be interpreting his horoscope from the 10th house. When Lagna is the Libra, the 10th house becomes Cancer. When Lagna is Libra, 10th house becomes Cancer. See, there are two benefic planets in the 10th house, Mercury and Venus. Please look at my cursor. Mercury and Venus. But see the lordship of Mercury with reference to the 10th house. Lordship of Mercury from Cancer is the 12th. 12th lordship and the 3rd lordship. The lordship with for professional career is not good. And from 10th house, Venus is the 4th lord and the 11th lord. As 11th lord, he is a Trishadaya lord, most powerful Trishadaya lord. Not good. They are prima facie natural benefits. Where the 10th lord has gone from the 10th house Cancer, forget about Libra. Count everything from the 10th house Cancer. Where the 10th lord has gone, 10th lord has gone to the 6th house. 10th lord has gone to the 6th house. Sagittarius from the 10th house Cancer. It is afflicted. It is with Mars affliction. It is also afflicted by Saturn by his 3rd aspect from Libra. It shows that struggle he will face in his professional career. In exactly face struggle, he quit the government service of his own. He was not dismissed or removed from the service of his own, which proved to be an imprudent decision afterward, when he didn't get any good employment after taking retirement from the defense service. So I have jotted down everything. I will first read and explain. The 10th house is Cancer, occupied by Mercury, the 12th and 3rd lord from the 10th house, signifying he will take early retirement from the government service. 12th house from the 10th house. The 9th house is always 12th house from the 10th house. The 9th house I have already explained. The 9th house is always the 12th house of retirement from the government service. Not from the government service, from your profession. From the 10th house, signifying he will take early retirement from the government service, and this service will include tours, defense officers. A tour is an integral part. You have to go here, there, everything. You have to move, you will be deployed, you will be redeployed for national interest. This is the part of the defense service. Government service, and this service will include tours and transfers. He took early retirement from the defense service, and his job involved tours and transfers since he was a defense officer. See, everything will come. Everything we will be able to see when you are in the right path in astrology. When you are wrong path, you will not able to understand astrology. You should be in the right path to understand astrology properly. A 10-minute study in astrology is not going to make you an astrologer or a good interpreter of charts. You would not able to interpret charts. You have to devote hours after hours for learning astrology. See, Mercury, what is Mercury? He is the 9th lord from the Libra Ascendant. What is 9th lord? He is the 12th lord from the 10th house. What is 12th house with reference to 10th house? Retirement. He took retirement, voluntary retirement. Since Mercury is not afflicted, he was not expelled from the job. He took voluntary retirement of his own and landed himself in trouble after taking retirement. Afterwards, he managed. Since he is a highly educated and a scholarly person, he managed. It is not possible for everybody to manage. Moreover, the 10th house is also aspected by Saturn by his 10th aspect, who is the 8th lord from the 10th house, confirms that he will take a sudden decision. 8th house, sudden decision. He will take a sudden decision to quit his government service, which proved to be imprudent and cost him heavily. See, the Saturn from Libra has been aspecting the 10th house, and from 10th house, Cancer, if you count, Saturn is the seventh lord and the eighth lord. Where from decision he will take a hasty decision. Haste, he will take a decision in haste. Because Saturn is aspecting now by his 10th aspect, the 10th house, and it is exalted, and it helped him to take a imprudent decision at haste, and he took and landed him in trouble. He didn't get immediate employment despite highly educated. He got an employment in private sector and he didn't receive his salary. Where is government service and where is private service? The 10th Lord Moon is in Sagittarius, which is 6th house of struggle from the 10th house of profession, and is doubly afflicted by Mars and Saturn, signifying that he will face struggle, hardship relating to his professional career after taking early premature retirement after 10 years of service. After taking early premature retirement, he faced a lot of problems. Was it possible if I would have interpreted his Dashamsha from the Dashamsha Lagna? Was it possible? It was not possible. It would have shown something. So please don't be misguided by the people who doesn't know astrology or who has not learned astrology sincerely. It needs time. You are predicting something by why you forgot. You are predicting something future. You are a foreteller. You are telling something and people are relying on you. So you should be very much efficient in astrology. Unless you are very much efficient in astrology, your prediction is ought to go wrong. You will tell something and something will happen with the other. You will tell something and something else will happen with the other. The second house from the 10th house of Cancer is Leo. I will show in the horoscope. I have jotted down for your benefit. The second house from the 10th house of Cancer is Leo, aspected by Dhan Karaka Jupiter, who is the 9th lord of luck from the 10th house of profession, being the 6th lord. He recovered from the severe aftershocks. He recovered from the severe aftershocks of financial problems. You can say trauma also. Financial problems after quitting his job. See, Jupiter. When you will make 10th house as the pivot, as the Lagna, 11th house become the second house. What is second house? Second house is the house of wealth, your professional wealth coming through profession. If it is legal, if your income is legal, 11th house of your D10, which is the second house from your 10th house, shows your legal income. See, it is aspected by Jupiter by his 5th aspect from Aries. It is Leo na. Leo is aspected by Jupiter from Aries by his 5th aspect. Who is Jupiter? Who is Dhan Karaka? What is Jupiter? Natural significance of the Jupiter? Dhan Karaka. What is the natural signification of the Jupiter? Knowledge and wisdom. He survived because of his wisdom in astrology, knowledge in astrology. He survived due to that and came to the limelight. Jupiter is the Karaka of classical texts of astrology. Jupiter. Without blessing of Jupiter, we would not able to learn classical astrology. Because it is an art subject, that is classical astrology. It has a shade of science also, because latitude, longitude, time, everything is involved. So it is a science also. The 7th house, which is the 10th house, from the 10th house, the 7th house, which is the 7th house, which is the 10th house, from the 10th house of professional career, shows the future of profession. Bhavat Baba House, future, is occupied by Jupiter, the Dhan Karaka, the Karaka of knowledge, wisdom, and astrological classical texts, and the ninth lord of luck from the 10th house of Cancer, and the ninth lord of luck from the 10th house of Cancer. I will show. Sixth house is very good house for professional matter if it is well disposed in your Dashamsha. See, 10th house is Cancer. Make 10th house as we have made 10th house as Lagna. From 10th house, when 10th house is Cancer, Sagittarius become the 6th house and Pisces become the 9th house. Pisces become the 9th house. From Cancer, Pisces is the 9th house. Who is the Lord? Jupiter. What he is doing? He is aspecting the 2nd house of wealth from the profession. 2nd house of wealth from the profession. Jupiter will give you legal income. It is not Rahu that it will give you illegal income. So it made him, and 2nd house is the house of Sanskar also. Sanskar. The Jupiter by his 5th aspect has been aspecting the 2nd house as well as 7th house. You see, where is Jupiter? Jupiter is in the 10th house from the 10th house. You see, Cancer, when Cancer is the Lagna, when you make the Dasham 10th lord of the Dashamsha, 10th house of the Dashamsha as Lagna, the 10th from the 10th will become Aries. Please don't be confused. From Cancer to Aries is always the 10th house. From Cancer, the 10th house is always Aries. Who has been occupying it? Jupiter. It is the future. It is showing the future of your profession. Jupiter is there. What is Jupiter? Jupiter is Dhan Karaka. What is Jupiter? Jupiter is the Karaka of classical texts of Hindu astrology. What is Jupiter? Jupiter is the Karaka of knowledge, honesty, everything. And it is in the 10th house. 10 to 10th. 10 to 10th. Means Bhavat Baba. From Lagna it is the 7th house. You see, when you make Libra as the Lagna, it will become, Aries become the 7th house. But from the 10th house Cancer, Aries is the 10th house. 10th from the 10th. So, Jupiter is there. He acquired a lot of knowledge. He can interpret astrology in such a scientific and knowledgeable and logical way beyond anybody's imagination. I cannot, you cannot. Take it for granted. Due to this combination, means combination of Jupiter in the Bhavat Babam house from the 10th house, he is an expert in interpreting the subtle meanings of the astrological classical texts. It is very difficult to understand astrological classical texts scientifically and practically, and a scholarly astrology teacher which brought him to the limelight after quitting his government job. He authored several astrological books because Jupiter, authoring, the Karaka of authorship. Jupiter is the Karaka of authorship. So he authored several books. I have read his books. I am not taking his name because since I have not taken permission from him, he is my astrological guru. I am disclosing it now. So, see, how Dashamsha has to be interpreted. By making for professional purpose. Dashamsha needs to be interpreted for professional purpose by making 10th house as the Lagna, 10th house of the Dashamsha as Lagna. It has been permitted by the astrological scholars, our ancient chiefs, saints, Hindu astrological chiefs and saints like Maharishi Parashara. He has permitted He has recommended make rotational horoscope. To make rotational horoscope, make 10th house as the Lagna and then interpret. He has given us this leeway. I am not doing it of my own or without beyond the parameter of astrology. Whatever I am doing by keeping myself within the parameters of astrology also. Within the parameters of the astrology, not also. Strictly within the parameter of astrology. So, see how fantastically your prediction is going to come out correct, 100% correct. And if you make Lagna as a pivot for giving prediction for career, for career purpose, it is not going to serve. Because Lagna of the Dashamsha is overall karma. It shows your karma, overall karma, what you will do, whether you will be earning blessings or curse by your karma. That it shows, not your profession. Profession is shown by the 10th house of the Dashamsha. D10. So I think by now I could explain everything clearly and exhaustively before my learned and esteemed viewers. So let us conclude. If you have liked the video, please give a like and please subscribe to the channel. It will be a motivation, not only motivation. I think it is love and affection from my viewers. Please subscribe to the channel so that the channel can survive. Otherwise, if I don't get positive response from you, how one-sidedly I can continue with such kind of unique research content? I need some motivation also. So please subscribe to the channel and give likes. I will be grateful. I am requesting. It is in the request tune from my side. Please subscribe to the channel. You will get notification. These are free of cost now. You need not pay anything for giving a like or for subscribing the channel. It is all free. Only thing you should not forget after seeing the video. So please give subscription. Please give a like if you have liked the video. That depends on you. And subscribe to the channel. If you think you want such kind of research-based astrological content in future, please subscribe to the channel. It will motivate me. I will think my viewers loved me, and they want such type of content from me. Then only I will do. Otherwise, what is the use to one-sidedly explaining something by sparing my time? Thanks and namaste.